E. Whee! Test. A. Good. Let's get back to work. It's actually one of the streamers just a way to keep myself focused. We usually click around watching YouTube and other stuff to distract myself. Now I know, oh, I turned on OBS. I should keep focusing on this window instead of procrastinating, going somewhere else. Let's get to work. This page is supposed to look simple, but for some reason it took me a few days, which is unacceptable. It requires drastic measures now. And also, I think I used to have a system in which I colour the pages. For example, I would colour all the characters first, and even with scene that set, I would thematically colour all the areas with similar colour first, like all the head first, instead of panel by panel. Because every time I need to change colour, I need to think about it, and it also waits some time. Now that I just forgot about the whole system, I need to get used to it all over again. But one good thing is that I can still know how to draw the consistent style. One thing I don't want is that for this few pages of the comic, I think 24 pages in total, to have this changing style inconsistencies, although I do notice that some pages will look a bit odd. But generally I want to keep everything the same. This is not one of those comics there where it just carries on for years and years and the artist skills improve and makes it change. It's just 24 pages. It shouldn't change anything, to be honest. Okay, on with the shirt part. I really like how the first two panels look. I have a bad habit of seeing negative spaces, or these empty spaces, and wanting to fill them with stuff because I don't like to see blank pages. But, oh, sorry. But it has its own purpose, should I say. And I need to leave some blank spaces to what? I'm not sure. Instead of blindly filling every space with stuff and with no focus, and our focus, that's the word I'm looking for. I used to have no sense of composition. Just, oh, empty space, I'll just throw some stuff in it and make it not so empty. I also recognise that some of my pages have rather odd colouring, despite me using the dropper tool to use the same colour for all the pages. Some I notice is not, it's rather odd, and now I think about it, I think the reason is that the method I'm using now, this page, I think I'm doing it correctly, this page hopefully, is that I'll use different colour for just the same area. For example, this shirt, go to the sweater here, use an example. The sweater here is, well, just red, and if I do it incorrectly or just lazily, I would just take red and then a darker shade of red for the shadows and then a lighter shade of red for the lighter areas and be done with it. But what I actually did in the early stages of my comic, and now I need to do it again for the sake of consistency, is that I didn't just use red. I like to have reflective light, even in this simplistic style. That, for example, there's a yellow shirt next to it. I would just add some yellow on the side. Very, very subtle shade that perhaps I don't even notice it after a while, and that's why I forgot about it in those wrong pages. And there's a brown here. Let me just add some shade of brown. And the red of the sweater is going to reflect on the natural as well. Get some red over here. It's also like what you do in watercolor, where colors blend together or wash together naturally. No, this is not very watercolorish, is it? But still, this is the mixture of different colors. It gives the illusion of traditional art, where if you draw on paper, the colors aren't really so clean. You know, when you draw white, isn't really just F F F F F F, and a blue isn't really like this shade of blue isn't just 691121144 when you draw it on a paper. It is a mixture of different things. You know, your brush may have dipped on some of the colour before, or there's a residue colour when you draw on other panels, and that's the effect it creates. I think it's cool, and add some yellow still. How about the little cold colour front? Although I suppose the cashier machine isn't really going to reflect so much light. I still want to make it colourful. So subtle. When I draw it, I don't think I'm making any impact at all, but when I just zoom out and I compare it to other pages where I don't do this thing, there is a pretty obvious difference. And so I learnt my lesson. I'm just gonna, even though it doesn't look very obvious, I'm still gonna do it. Let's see. Okay, continue. Oh, why did I draw this panel first? I should have drawn the first panel. Well, this is going to be a rather short stream because I have lesson coming in just a few hours, and I need to end the stream in just 1 hour, unfortunately. I have a goal where I really want to have a stream last at least 2 hours, but each time I found that, I can't squeeze out 2 hours. I'm gonna just not stream today. I'll just wait for another day, and another day left, and I can't do this. I can't procrastinate forever. I have to do this. And so I finally told myself I'm gonna stream no matter what. It's alright if I don't last 2 hours. Just 1 hour is okay. I want to put it off much longer. I've put it off for so long, and I had a good reason, really. It's I think with an exam period where they have tons of things to remember, including functional anatomy, neurology, neuroscience, and all those stuff, and it's gonna cost me a lot of time to remember everything. Syllabus like to squeeze tons of concepts inside, so we finished the syllabus in a short period of time, and we don't even get a break. We don't even get semester break after the final exam. You know, we just finished final exam less than a week. We need to start another semester again. So, yesterday was my first day of the second semester. I didn't get a chance to breathe. Come on. Okay. But still, streaming is not very much a chore for me. I want to do this, but I just really would love to just have no stress with nothing else on my mind than drawing. I can sit there and enjoy what I do on stream. But alas, things just never stop. Okay, some blue. The jeans washed over to the shirt, and the yellow of the shirt washed back over the jeans. Hey, clever subtle. But for some reason it makes a lot of a difference. And this is the technique that I use when I'm drawing like big artwork, like the more elaborate, more realistic portrait or narrative paintings. I didn't think that this like stylized comic, cartoonish style going to need the same thing, but I set the record on the first page and I'm going to carry through it. And jeans, some shadow. Not too much. Is a brightly lit bookstore. And also, since I haven't streamed for a long time, it is the first stream, I don't think in a month, in a while. I came back. I think I might need to change a bit. You know, every time I took a break and I just come back, I would change the music a bit. I would change the opening screen a bit, but I didn't. I managed to go tonight, turn a little bit. Although I should also think that maybe I shouldn't add more stuff on my hands. So streaming itself is the priority, not the opening image or the music. So today the class is coming in. Oh god, it's coming. It's talking about musculoskeletal disorders, and also how to diagnose them, how to make an assessment. We're not there yet. Yesterday was just the first day of class, but I heard that this is going to be one of those classes that's going to cost me a lot of time. So, in light of what happened last semester, is I'm going to try to find ways to, preview classes, prepare classes, so that I don't panic at the end of the semester. Although when I think about it, when I try to reflect on how I did last semester, I genuinely think I did my best. I genuinely thought that, well, I revised to the best of my ability. I'm not slacking. Still, people think that it's not just me. A lot of my classmates thought that I didn't do my best with that. Why am I struggling to keep up? Well, I guess if everyone thinks that way, I think it's called normal. But I'm not gonna stop there just because it is normal. We're just still gonna find some ways. This one I'm gonna try, instead of Google Drive, I try to use Notion to keep my notes. I think there are also Obsidian, the app Obsidian, which is quite popular among medical students. But I've already started organising my notes in Notion. I want to change that. Maybe next semester, but now it's a bit too late to change. And also I have my personal planning, my personal schedule, everything all packed in my Notion file, so I thought that would be more organised if I have everything in one place. I dislike having too many, putting so many things in different baskets. Well, it depends on but I don't like so many files. I don't like too many apps. Even my own computer and my own desktop right now, the desktop background, there is no shortcut. Absolutely none. Just the background picture. Emptiness. And I know, I'm weird. I think... right. Okay, I need to stop before I over detailed, over coloured any of those. Although I can add a little bit shadow here next to the eyes, just like this one. Right. Okay. Yeah, every time I zoom a little bit too much, I don't know when to stop and just spend too much time colouring something that isn't really necessary. Something I just need to undo everything. Which is a no-no. I'd like to optimize my time, thank you. Already have limited time. I can't waste anymore. But this alright. The back, the lighting. Back. Yay. Colourful. Even though it's just red. Oh, and I wanted to have some little texture. Some folding. Or maybe not. It's a little bit too much, isn't it? have also a little bit of yellow reflective light. And also take into account of the wallpaper. Is that called wallpaper? The background, very muted, very pale yellow or beige in the background. Also consider it when it comes to drawing my reflective light, just so that the character blends with the background better, instead of looking like that I just pasted the character here. I try not to do that, and that's why, and because I don't like to do that, that's also why that background is actually one of my weaknesses. Wrong background. Wow, this one a little bit simpler. There's a door, and also I've already drawn many panels of the bookstore, many panels, so I got used to it. What is that splash of black here? What's going on? It's from the lines. What is that? Oh, it's a frame. Accidentally draw something here. What's a black splotch? It's good texture, but don't need that. Okay, where was I? Here. I will draw it quick. I feel like one of those anime, not anime, but manga artists in Japan, where they have horrible deadlines, and they just need to draw as fast as they could. I think it's a good exercise to train you to draw fast instead of dilly-dallying in details. Yeah, I can do that for my passion project, but this is the project. Aha. Actually, this is also a passion project. What am I saying? And a little bit darker shade for the collar. Also the cuff. Quick. I think there is also an exercise where you train yourself to draw faster, you know, and it's really helpful to make fast and precise decisions. And it is figure drawing. I think I mentioned it a lot of times in my other streams and even my own YouTube videos, that there are like you can look up figure drawing sessions or figure drawing exercises anywhere, even on YouTube, and they can have a photo of a model where you just draw the pose in a limited amount of time. The first was just 30 seconds, then 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then maybe 5 minutes, and so on and so forth. That especially I enjoy especially the first few exercises where they limited you to just draw everything in 1 minute, and it trains you to look at the big muscles, the flow of the posture, and it's very influential with how I draw now. It influences me to like draw poses very quickly. And not only that, also shade the poses. you know, instead of, oh, I should just shade over here, shade, I would see shadows as this area, and then just fill that area. Go. And also, it helped me to not be a perfectionist. You know, when I zoom in, there's so many bad things here. You know, the line looks hideous. What are these dots that I missed? And you know, these shadings do not blend so well, and I just learned to let go. I just don't care. I just see these and feel I should have corrected that, but for the sake of argument, I'm just gonna leave it there. For the sake of argument, I will leave it out, and so that when you read the comic, you're not gonna see. Haha. Just like writing essay for my exam. Who cares if my handwriting looks horrible? I just do everything within 2 hours, and I've done, you know, I've fulfilled my responsibility. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try your best. It's to, you know, there's a fine line between trying your best to do something and also being indecisive. Oh, should I let it go? Just reflect a little bit of brown from the door. A bit of yellow from the background. A bit of red from the shirt, sweater. Oh, I forgot to shape this satchel. Light there, and basically that. Oh, I forgot about the tie, did I? Of course. Also the hand. And I also I've developed this habit of just flashing a big splotch of colour on an area and just blend it out. I see a lot of professional artists that even if they know to draw big shapes, that they would just intricately, slowly shape their artwork, whereas for me I just blotch and then start blending. It's very traditional art. Tie is going to need darker blue. The tie is so small that it doesn't really need much reflective light. This is all a few pixels. Yeah. Maybe a little, yeah. Alright. Continue with the satchel. I'm jumping everywhere, left and right. I knew that my productivity is going to increase if I just started the stream. Now look at me. Ah! What did I do? Come back. Yeah, you know how long that it took me to draw the first 3 lines of first 3 rows of panel? It took me 4 days. Oh, almost used up my entire so-called semester break. My less than a week semester break. I used a lot of it to draw just 3 panels. While in the middle, I get distracted here and there, opening up YouTube, playing Sims 4, and yada yada yada. You know, I opened, and I turned on the stream. I finished 1 row in just an hour. This is a miracle. I'm never abandoning streaming again. I wonder if I stream myself studying, would I be as productive as I am now? You know, with eyes looking at you. Are you studying? You're trying your best. Like that. It's like God is watching you. Right, for this part. Just kill. I don't even know where the light is. I'm just barreling through. Is that how the saying goes? Oh God. It looks a bit empty here, isn't it? Well, after everything, I might need to add details here. Just like this part, the details already implemented in last panels, and I just sort of copied it. But here is the first time I draw this counter, so cashier, just anything. Just give some color. Anything. Some yellow reflected here. It's metal, it's going to be very reflective. Something like that. Shine. I think it looks presentable. A little bit too detailed, I must say. Those must be the blotch of brown here. Soften it up. I think better. Then a bit of blue on the surface of the counter. And this is another plane. It's going to have a completely different lighting than the surface of the counter. A bit of green reflected here. A bit of brown again. How about red? So let me take some artistic liberty over physics. Alright, just leave this counter alone for now, and I'll proceed to draw the old man. It's sort of the the shopkeep of the bookstore in the story. Let's see. One more thing. When I drew these poster on the door, I was supposed to put some other photos here. Just implement some images here. I have to do that the last stage. Grey hair old man. You're buying anything? But shop's about to close. You two have been window shopping for some time. Okay. Closing hours is in about 15 minutes. Need any help? The do you mean any help is equivalent to are you gonna buy? I want to go home now. You want to buy or you want to leave? Something like that. I'm not opening any reference for the old man's shading colour. I think I draw this over in one of the pages. What was it? Page 14? No, that is not 14. And also this page looks a bit too saturated, is it? Is that 13? Not 13, no, this one. This one looks good. Still a little bit too saturated in my opinion. What about... is that 50? No, I think it's a bit earlier than that. Page 10. Page 10. I draw the old man here. And I sort of just use the dropper tool to draw his base colour. The green shirt, grey pants. With the shading, I'm just gonna make my own decision here. It's so tiring to just use the dropper tool to go back and forth from one file to another. Just gonna deal with it very quickly. Quick, very quickly. Hurry. This guy needs to close his shop. And I haven't had lunch. Lighting. Oh, why is that light? A little bit better. It's not very obvious, is it? Looks like he's done makeup on his nose. have hot dog. Lunch. Haha. It's very noisy in the living room. I'm just gonna mute for a moment. These are pretty good. Haha. Unexpectedly. Oof. I think I'm gonna end with drawing this old man. It's almost done. The background though, I'm gonna need to think about it. I'm still not sure about whether I should just leave. Well, these two panels I might leave them blank. Well, the last two rows, I'm still thinking whether I should add more background elements to it, or just also leave it blank. I'm very insecure of leaving blank background. It's like submitting to my own weakness. I won't have that. And then Cup Noodles is scratching my legs because it's her lunchtime. Yeah, it's 1:30, it's almost lunchtime. I haven't had lunch either. We're on the same boat, you and I. Please, just wait. Just this old man left and everything will be fine. I'm gonna, oh my god, the living room's getting noisy again. I'll have to mute. I'll have to focus. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and also, other than background, I'm gonna need to do some white highlights around the edge of the characters. The last two rows of panel I haven't done that. I've done that here, but not the last row. And also the old man. I should just promise myself that I finish everything today. I think with this rate of productivity, if I just keep focusing, even after my lesson, of my class, come back home and continue to work on this, might be able to finish this today, and so that when it comes to next stream I can carry on with someone else, not someone else, something else. And I have an idea that is proposed to me, that I start working on those character design sheets where I can just happily waive drawing background altogether and just white or grey, any plain background, and just focusing on drawing the character. Interesting. And of course, after that break, I will have to come back with a comic because this is the 17th page, and I have total 24. That means 7 more pages to go. I think I'm pretty happy with the result here. And so, have a good day, everyone. Back to studying.